Dustification you're going to see here.
Dustification.
That's the corner of Vesey Street and West Street. Yeah, you see this like a stick. Keep watching it. It turns to dust.
It doesn't.
Yep.
Lady, that object is still there. The dust cloud that is around it is obfuscating our view from it. It's not turning into dust. Come on, man. There's no way that you're watching this lady and believing what she says. Come on. Things aren't dustifying. There's a cloud of dust, and there's stuff mixed in it. As it's falling, it's getting hidden by the cloud of dust. Everything is moving. Everything is moving around the solid objects. And so they come in and out of view as it's falling. It's not turning into dust. By the way, this is also not, here's another problem. This is 2001 quality camera. They didn't have the same quality of cameras as we do now. So this is the best that they could do in 2001. And so the videos that you're going to see from this era, it's going to be hard to interpret what you're seeing, or at least more difficult. They didn't have 4K back then, Matt.
I'm going to play a few times. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Oh, look, it's disappearing. No!
And if we look at the intersection...
Okay, here's another thing.
Times,
let me go back.
this is real dustification.
This is real dustification.
That's the corner of Vesey Street.
Dustification.
Yeah, you see this?
Dustification.
Keep watching it.
Yeah, keep watching it.
It turns to dust.
Yeah, except for why is all these other chunks of stuff not
That's the corner of
dustifying? Like, okay, this energy weapon, I assume, is like beaming down on this building, but only this part of the building within the beam, I guess, is being dustified. Why isn't this part also? Why isn't that being dustified at the same time as this? Why is that? How come this part isn't being dustified at the same time as this is being dustified? You know why? Is because that's not what's happening. What's happening is all these chunks, the view from, all these chunks are being hidden by the dust billowing around it, and you can see them at some points and not see them at others.
Street and West Street. Yeah, you see this like a stick.
Like a stick. Look, it turned, and now it's not reflecting light.
Yep.
That means it disappeared.
This will replay a few times.
Yeah, the dust is also more spread out as it gets closer to the ground. It's more concentrated up here. You can actually even see that. Like, the dust cloud column is narrower than it is here on the ground. So all the dust, I mean, you know how smoke works. The more it spreads out, the more it's going to hide. Like, is this building right here being dustified? No, the dust is just covering it up. This lady sucks.
And if we look at the intersection right below that, right by the Verizon building,
Right by the Verizon
you'll see there's a piece of aluminum cladding there, but you don't see any steel. That's steel.
Hey, there's not steel in this picture, so therefore steel disappeared. Okay, this is a long-ass video. Let me fast forward, like, way in. Okay, she's talking about energy weapons here, I guess. I'll take a piece of steel.
A line justifies material.
Justifies material. What in the hell does that mean?
One of the most intriguing discoveries of modern science is the fact that there is nothing in this world that even approaches what might be called truly solid. We speak of solids, liquids, and gases.
Ooh, ominous music. Oh.
Rather than basic properties of matter. All matter, regardless of its state, is composed of invisible particles called atoms, which in turn are composed of other particles.
No shit.
The air we breathe, though invisible to us, is just as real as wood or metal.
Yeah, the atoms are
Because
just
it's
more
made of the
spread
same
out.
fundamental particle.
We know that.
It is the arrangement of these particles and the forces that bind them together that give to a substance its special properties.
What is this?
If we bring a piece of steel close to a magnet,
Okay.
we say that the steel becomes magnetized. But what is it that actually happens? If we place the steel inside a coil of wire,
This is so
connect it
irritating.
to a high-gain amplifier, and then bring the magnet close to the bar of steel, we can hear something that suggests movement inside the steel.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
We think of a piece of steel as being solid. And according to our definition, it is a solid. But the popular concept of what makes a solid is certainly a false one. This piece of steel and any so-called solid substance on this earth is almost entirely empty space.
Yeah.
If we could eliminate the
Just
empty
like a
space
building.
in this piece of steel, all that would remain would be a tiny bit of matter, so small as to be invisible even with a high power
This is so boring. How did you watch this? I can't. It's so boring.
This piece of steel.
Are you
is
kidding
not
me?
magnetic, stainless steel. Of course, we all know that other metals, such as brass
They're non-ferrous.
or aluminum,
So what?
are not affected by the magnet.
Yeah, and
A rake made of aluminum is something else. It
no,
can be
okay. I can't do this. We got to get to something compelling here.
One in the shop, I'd buy one because I think they're interesting.
I think this is probably a different video than you watched,
They're good.
because now it's like going off on, I don't know, whatever this shit is. What is this?
Formed like this after some experiments, actually seen on video. We come to more hard materials such as stainless steel that are just bent and twisted around.
So what?
With a lot of little pot marks and pieces falling out of it.
And
Again, similar to the large piece of steel that I just mentioned, for being the very first.
wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, what is this? What is that right there? What is that? Is that steel? That stuff that disappeared? How come that didn't dustify? Look, there's steel right there. I thought that wasn't there. I thought it disappeared. Where did this come
We
from?
come to more hard. With it.
Hey, look, there's some more steel. That's concrete, I think, but well, maybe that's steel that's just kind of
Many
damaged.
samples that I do.
All right, we're moving
Now
on.
watch what happens in a tornado as well. There's some flying trucks.
They look like Tonka trucks being thrown through the air right there.
And
Semi, the trailers. There you go. A couple of semis. Look at that.
that's actually incredible. I've
There
never
goes
seen
another
anything like that
semi.
before.
It's
But so what? I mean, I
down,
don't.
it
What does that have to do with
bang,
9/11?
Lands on its nose right down at the ground.
Levitation from a natural source. So this shows.
Okay, that's not levitation. Maybe she's just not choosing her words correctly, but that's not levitation. Levitation is like something is floating off the ground. That got flung into the air by the wind, but whatever. Who
We
cares?
didn't learn about in school, but it exists in nature. What happened?
No, what exists in nature is that wind can be strong enough to move large objects around. That's not really that hard to believe, but she's got all the answers, so it's like
Seven.
she knows what's going on, and the rest of us have no idea.
There's no doubt that it was some kind of classified technology. And by definition, classified technology is not in the public domain.
Yeah,
This is
except
the
for
dawn
if Joe
of a new
Biden's got the
age.
documents on it.
Somebody has, in their abilities, a method to direct energy to disrupt the molecular basis of matter.
Okay, listen.
Instead
Okay, by the way, on the subject of Joe Biden and all of the stuff.